I've been looking at what Swarovski have been doing over the last decade, I guess. Every year they've been commissioning an amazing number of designers, and the idea of working with Swarovski to maybe show some of the things they've done already and looking forward as well seemed like a really good way of capturing a snapshot of who was interesting in design.
As a brief, we wanted really the designers to start thinking about, okay, what happens if the world becomes more and more digital? How does memory manifest itself if we don't have objects to relate to?
The crystal for me is something emotional. It's something that gets into our brain. It's getting to our collective memory, our personal memories.
I kind of created a kind of future vision of somebody who was in a small house because of, he doesn't actually need anything anymore except from his mind, and actually physical objects are more or less disappearing. As long as you can imagine them, it's enough.
I had this idea that we could draw with laser light the shape of a crystal, and so when people look at the piece they perceive these really bright green lines as something that they can actually feel, but when they actually touch it, there's nothing there, and I love that moment.
We were taking the traditional idea of how crystal in the home interacts and what was it used for, and in the form of memory and in the past, and we thought of crystal on tables. And so we decided to use the table as a reference to the past, and the fact that the center of the table being a rendering and not being a real object is really a memory.
I think what we see here is a tremendous amount of creativity. It is a fascinating implementation of digital technology teamed up with design, resulting in a completely different impact.